Welcome to the Raw Golden Age podcast, our first episode. What is raw food?
Yes, so what is raw food, Letitia? Because many people are confused what we're discussing here.
Yeah, because a lot of people eat raw and think raw equals healthy, but that's not true. Exactly the same with veganism. Vegan does not mean you eat healthy, because you can be on a vegan diet and you can eat a lot of gluten, you can eat a lot of corn, you can eat a lot of filler foods, basically a lot of oats and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's not really healthy. So we want to create health. And yeah, we can create health with raw food. But what kind of raw foods? Because, you know, we have a lot of raw vegan restaurants here in Bali. So with a lot of seeds and nuts, they serve us a lot of salt, a lot of oil, a lot of vinegar.
Yeah.
That's not really healthy. So that's why, I think that's a very important topic to discuss here.
Yeah, so we do mean a raw golden age, and we're referring to raw food, but we have to be careful that we don't follow labels and just assume just because something's raw means it's okay to consume. Many people promote a raw carnivore diet because they, again, using the label raw. Don't be misled. When we say raw, yes, we intentionally mean you do not need to process or cook the food to consume it. What we want to do is go out in nature and find foods that we're naturally attracted to. As a species, we are from the tropics, right, Letitia? We thrive here, where we are right now in Bali. We thrive in island environments, equatorial environments, and naturally, what plants would be around us? What do we see, Letitia?
Yeah, what would we find here? We would find bananas, dragon fruits, and these are also like the fruits we are appealing to. Like they smell, they like seduce us, you know, like jackfruit and stuff.
Yeah, they look good, they smell good, they're easy to get, and you can peel them with your fingers and hands, and they're great for digestion.
Yeah, so we wouldn't find oil out there in nature, so we would maybe find a walnut tree, not here in Bali, but in Europe basically.
In the season as well, not all the time, in season.
Yeah, and how many nuts we would eat from that? That's also the question, because you know, in Germany or like anywhere in the world, you eat peanut butter or like almond butter, and that's so intense, and that's not good for your body, that's not healthy.
No.
Even if it's raw, it's not healthy.
Exactly.
Only because it's too much in one go. Even oil is too much in one go.
Correct.
Only because we have machines does not mean that only because we can produce that stuff, that's not really healthy. And it's not creating health.
No.
And especially not when you got symptoms or you want to heal anything or you want to lose weight, then you really have to be careful about those things.
Exactly, because you generally know you are what you eat, so you have to be considerate for what you're putting in your body. From our individual 10-year experience on a raw food diet, me and Letitia have mutually come to the conclusion that what we're looking for when we're speaking of raw food is food that's fresh, that's organic, that's from rich soil, that's clean, and most importantly is water rich. Right, Letitia?
Yeah.
We're looking for water, right?
Yeah, we're looking for water. So we're focusing on fruits, on leafy greens. We also focus on juices. So you might think now, oh yeah, but you won't find a juice in nature, and that's true.
Correct.
But we need some tools in this lifetime
to help
us to really hydrate your body again, because so many people are out there who are chronically dehydrated.
Yes. So what we're trying to do is, what people need to remember is, we are coming out of sickness trying to gain health. We're not in health trying to maintain health. That's two different paradigms. To get from sickness to health, both of us have individually done long-term juice cleanses, and we practice juicing.
Yeah, and water fasting.
Yeah, and Letitia does water days, or maybe 10 days of water, is because we are aware of the number one sickness, which has been addressed to be chronic dehydration.
Yes, but the thing is also we get toxins in every day. So that's why it's important to detox every day, because we need to get more out than what comes in. We cannot avoid toxins. So basically also on the highway here in Bali, we breathe it in maybe the water we drink. Maybe it's not super clean, you know, even though it's like, out of a bottle. We don't know, like we get toxins in every day, even from like pesticides, you know. We don't know if everything is organic what we eat. So yeah, we cannot control that.
No. But the best thing we can do is we have to stay hydrated, right?
Yeah, we have to help the body to flush out the toxins.
No hydration, no elimination.
Yeah, we need to hydrate the cells on like a deep level.
So there's difference let me ask you this, Letitia, is there a difference between a drop of water in a river or the rain to what we find in a coconut or in a stalk of celery? What's the difference?
So in fruits, this is living water. It's basically our cells can like absorb it. When you drink plain water, your body can't really use it, and that's why people are out there drinking 4 liters, 5 liters a day of pure water, and they still feel, oh my god, I need to drink more and more and more, because it's not really hydrating on a deep level. And
also, if you had pizza the night before to process all that dough and salt, you're attracted to the water just to try and process that out the body. But what we're promoting is the fact that to remove processed foods, to remove all toxic foods, and just to focus on living water. And the best way to do that and get the calories in that your body's looking for, if you need energy, is by doing juicing. So give us an example. So on our raw food diet, what are we having as juices?
So we both love celery juice, cucumber juice, watermelon juice. So basically I focus on the fruits that are already like rich in water.
Is it blending or juicing? Because some people are confused. Juicing. You're using a slow juicer.
You use a slow juicer because you really don't want to digest anything. So a smoothie has to be digested. A juice is like pure.
Yes.
You get all the nutrients in one go. Your digestive system can rest. And
but do we need the fiber? Everyone's always like, there's a hype about fiber now. Do we need fiber?
Yeah, it's the same like, for example, you make a tea and then you don't eat the tea bag after. So everything from the tea bag goes into your tea and you drink the tea. That's the same with juicing.
So instead of eating the celery, Letitia's saying it's more efficient to just have the celery. So she makes fresh pressed organic celery juice.
Yeah.
And she does that on a daily basis.
Anthony William wrote a book about celery juice. You can read that up if you want to. It's very powerful.
And what do you think about coconut water? Paradise water?
Super, super important. Coconut water, fresh coconut water. I know a lot of you don't have access to it.
Sometimes, depending, if you're in London, you can find it, but it's not always accessible. Yeah. Just be aware, if you find something in the supermarket, most juices and smoothies and coconut water is pasteurized. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's like
it's not raw.
It's heated. It's not raw anymore.
No.
Yeah.
And what's the difference? The difference is that you just, I don't know how to explain this.
The nutrients are not more, like they're not in there anymore.
If you cook a spinach or leave it raw, look at the difference before and after. One is living and vital and fresh, and one is just floppy, soggy and ugly and molding.
And we want to like,
you are what
basically,
you eat.
we want to eat raw living foods to feel raw, vital and fit.
Exactly. If you're on this planet to live life, you need to put life inside of you to live life. So whether it's getting source from sun.
Yeah, because food is energy. And that's an important point because a lot of people eat and then they want to like sit down and lay down and have a nap.
Correct. You would after cook food.
Yeah, and also if you eat a lot of oil and nuts and seeds.
Correct. So it can happen on, again, going back to the main point. When we speak of raw food, we're not talking about foods that will leave you feeling lethargic. We want to feel, if you want to feel vital, a golden age is about feeling vitality and health. You're not going to get vitality and health from eating certain raw foods. So salt, oil, vinegar, what else do we have? We have
alcohol.
Alcohol.
Everything is
Be careful with, even Letitia, people need to be careful with processed dry herbs and spices. You have to be careful with what you're consuming. You want to consume, everything should be as high quality and fresh as possible.
Everything best fresh.
Even down to the example that Letitia, on your raw food diet, you have to supplement now, right? So we're talking supplements as well.
Yes, I think supplements are important if you have any types of symptoms, and if you have like hair loss or anything, then I think supplements are important. Because the soil is depleted. We don't get anything from the soil. We are all zinc deficient because it's not in the soil anymore.
So if someone wants to do a raw food lifestyle and reach a golden age and want to portal into it, they need to focus on exotic fruits, fresh juices, raw coconut water if they can find it.
Yeah.
Ideally, if you're going to drink water, it should come from mountain or spring, and it should be in a glass.
Yeah, in a glass bottle, definitely. Yeah.
Sparkling, okay?
Yeah, but not too much, I would say. Yeah,
okay.
It needs to be a balance because it's still acidic a bit.
Okay, and then, as you said, it's important to have a mineral-rich diet. So you do supplements and leafy greens.
Yeah.
So salads.
And I also like onions, I like garlic. That's herbs, basically, fresh herbs.
And you would say a ratio for someone out there who's looking to do a raw food diet is between fruits.
So for me, I think it's 60-40. So 60% fruit, 40% vegetables and leafy greens. For you, it's 80% fruit,
80,
right?
80. On your journey, you'll find what you vibe with most. But I would say that for me, from my education on a real food lifestyle, because we are tropical species and we gravitate to trees, I have a focus on exotic fruits. If I can, I'd like to find exotic. So examples are mangosteen, rambutan, jackfruit, durian, papaya. Not just one variety of bananas that you see in Europe, but I'm talking about if you go to Brazil, Africa, or come to Indonesia, you see many varieties of bananas, and that's where I think.
And I think also it's important to make the distinction between man and woman. You know, we women, we have our period, so that means we are losing iron. That's why maybe we are more drawn to like spirulina and more greens, in general, because we need it more.
And even I've noticed that girls gravitate to avocado more as well.
Exactly.
It's the womb of a plant, so it makes sense to me. So that would be a balanced lifestyle. If you are very sick, Letitia, so you made a distinction between man and woman. If you're new to the journey or been here for a long time, but there's also a distinction between if you're sick or healthy.
Exactly,
right?
because
the more sick you are, what do you need?
Yeah, for example, some people start to eat raw food. And they get bloated. They feel like, oh my God, I have a stomach ache now. I don't feel good on raw food only. So this was me in the beginning of my journey. I could not digest raw food, and the doctors told me as well, because I went to Ayurvedic doctors and traditional Chinese medicine doctors. They told me, your digestive fire is super slow. You should not eat raw food. And that's why I started to avoid raw food in general. And I only had cooked food.
Yeah.
And that made me worse. So it's really important to eat raw food. like even though if you react to it, if you're allergic to it in any way, like if your body's reacting to it, that means you're very sluggish. You have toxins inside of your body.
Yeah, the sicker you are inside, the more symptoms you'll have on your detox journey.
And then you will blame the fruit. And you say, oh my God, now I don't feel good after the orange because it's so acidic. But that's not true. It's only reacting to what's inside of you. That's very important.
Correct.
And I think if you cannot digest raw food, then you have to have a slow juicer. You have to start juicing because you still get the nutrients, you still get the living, like the sunlight from the fruit, you know, you get the energy because food is energy. We want energy, that's why we eat. And but your digestive system can rest, and that's so important if you want to heal because it's like you're driving a car and the car is telling you, oh my God, here's something is wrong here. And you still drive and drive and drive. You need to put the fucking car to the mechanics.
Thank you, Digestion. So if you're toxic, I agree. From my perspective, you want to do less. Well, ideally, no nuts. You should be low fat. Low fat means rarely you're having an avocado. You're not touching olive oil. You should be consuming, like as we explained, that there is.
So what are fatty fruits? For example, durian is fatty. We find durian here. That's this.
Alien-looking
dinosaur fruit.
Yeah.
Then coconuts are fatty.
Coconut, the meat,
avocado
not
is
the
fatty.
water. The meat.
Yeah, coconut milk. Definitely. Yeah, that's fatty. Avocado is fatty, and we also get like you might think, oh my God, but we need omega-3 fatty acids. That's true, but we find them in watermelon seeds and dragon fruit seeds and hemp seeds.
I don't even know in passion fruit seeds if you can.
Yeah, like they are there, but when your body cannot like digest them and cannot absorb them, then you are deficient basically.
And just to mention on this point, if you do go to a raw vegan restaurant, you'll actually notice now that they're offering cooked food options, and you have to be careful because a lot of grains. And I don't know about you, Letitia, but do you vibe with grains? Or do we need to eat any grains?
Oh, that's a good point. It developed like allergy to gluten when I was 13, so my body told
What's
me
the
already.
symptom of having that?
Yeah, you always like constantly have like stomach aches and like you're bloated. I got very bad skin of it, like from all the wheat and gluten. But in general, I think the symptoms can vary like a lot because people eat it every day. That's the problem. It's gluten. It's gluing the gut.
It's addictive as well.
Yeah, it's addictive, and people eat it in the morning, midday,
and it's convenient. It's easy to find and it's cheap.
Yeah, but you know, so you start your day with bread, then you have pasta at lunch, and then a pizza in the evening.
If you're building a house with bricks, you want to choose high quality bricks, and for us, that's like the jewelry, what nature can provide: high quality exotic fruits and rich leafy greens. You don't want to build your house from rice. It ain't going to be stable. You're not going to function well. You're not going to have a great level of consciousness or intelligence.
Rice is a filler food. Basically, it fills you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we want that you eat like the healing foods, fruits and vegetables.
Exactly.
Because when you eat more of those, then you fill up your stomach with that. But if you eat a lot of rice, then there's not so much space left for other things.
And it's very addictive.
Yeah. For me, grains are more, when I look at horses, they have very strong teeth and they like to grind on grains. If I see a grain, I don't want to like chew it. It's hard. It's hard like a rock.
I think they chew on wheatgrass? Like I don't know what they chew on, but there's like straw that they chew on, like dry straw.
Yeah, in general. Like,
so for example, you can even go do an experiment. What you're looking for, so just an example, when you chew on a celery stalk, it's that water we're trying to extract. We're masticating to extract the water, and the water is living water, is structured water containing minerals. So you're looking for mineral-rich water, coconut water, celery juice. We're not looking for dry food. We're not looking for anything sticky.
We're not attracted to grains in general. Only when we cook it, we can eat it.
We're surrounded by rice fields. I never even pay attention to them. Like I look to the trees when I'm hungry.
Yeah.
You know?
And for example, also animals. You don't see any animal playing with pots and pans.
No. We've just become so disconnected from nature that we forget how difficult is it to start a fire. And do you even want to touch a fire? Do you think it's even fun trying to cook a potato in a fire? Let alone trying to cultivate rice. All this work we put in to do this, but the outcome, you're not going to get in consciousness, you're not going to get any intelligence, you're not going to get any complex chemistry, there's no nutrients there, and there's no photons, there's no sunlight.
Yeah, and what happens if you eat cooked food? You put salt on it, and salt is a drug. Salt changes
or MSG to make it taste good.
Yeah, or sugar. Even like your body's telling you, it doesn't taste good. For example, you open an avocado, the avocado tastes like mush, not good.
A bad avocado.
And then you put salt on it, and then I can eat it.
It's a good avocado. So this is a good point. You can't pick an unripe strawberry and add sugar to it and make it taste like a ripe strawberry.
Because your body is telling you in the beginning, there are not the nutrients that I need right now because the fruit is not ripe enough.
No. So you could get a whole bowl of unripe strawberries, cut them up, put them in the blender, add a whole spoon of sugar in there. and then blend it and give it to someone and say, how good is the strawberry smoothie?
Exactly, because it messes with your taste buds.
So you have to be careful.
You have to be careful with like a processed sugar and processed salt.
Anything coming from a supermarket, be watchful. Anything even coming out of Letitia, even people things coming out of a restaurant, you have to be careful. You don't know what they're doing behind the closed doors.
Of course, you know, like they want you to like say, I want to come again. So they put naughty things in there.
Yeah, we've experienced it. You know, if you go to get like processed ice cream, processed pizzas, tacos.
We're talking about raw food restaurants.
Yeah, you know? All these crazy things.
They serve you raw pizza out of like nuts.
We've experimented. You know, I heartily encourage everyone to experiment. I'm not going to tell anyone what to do, but we've done it, and you do not feel good the next day. Yeah,
that's why, because it's too high in salt, it's too high in fat, and there's vinegar in it or nutritional yeast. That's even
if you experience edema from your food, you ate too much salt.
Yeah, if you have like water retention anyway.
Where should we get salt from, Leticia? Because people might be thinking, you're not craving sweets, but you're craving something savory. What do we do when we crave something savory?
I love seaweed, I love nori sheets,
Correct.
I love doles.
Spirulina,
yeah, we just use that.
Natural forms, celery juice. And she makes a famous
spinach.
The raw spinach soup.
The medical medium spinach soup is very good.
Because it's full of spinach and cilantro.
It's full of nutrients. Yeah.
And you put spirulina.
It's super easy to digest. So if you say, oh my god, I'm not full of juices, I cannot drink so much juice, then make a smoothie. Make a raw soup.
Yeah, make a raw soup. Amazing. You get, but it again.
And that's also important when you cannot digest raw food, then process it. Use the tools we have. Use a smoothie maker.
Yeah, exactly.
Use a blender.
Yeah.
And use a juicer.
I think most of the people who come to a raw food lifestyle have got gut issues.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the common thing everyone says to me. I had skin issues on my journey, but people mention.
I also got skin issues in my face.
Yeah.
You got like a rash all over your body. Yeah. So basically.
You have to use the tools, and I'd say number one tool is juicing. We use it every day. I'd say half of our diet is to drink fresh juices because it makes you feel light and energetic, and that's why my Instagram page is called Flavors of Light, and your Instagram page is called
Raw Juicy Fit.
Raw Juicy. So the word is juicy, and the flavors of light. We're basically talking about the living water, living structured water is what we're looking for.
And for us, we both did a long juice cleanse on our journey as well. I did 19 days. You did how many days?
I've done 105 days.
Yeah.
It helps.
So, yeah.
You'll come at your own point in your journey where you're ready for doing something like that.
Yeah, but I think the suffering needs to be like big enough that you say, okay, now I want to do it.
But even now, Leticia, 10 years in, you're doing water days and juice days, right?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Because that's super important. It's super important that you cleanse on a like weekly level because we get toxins in every day, like I told you before.
And it helps you with emotional and spiritual work as well, right?
Yeah, of course. It helps you to be more in your body, to feel your emotions more, to be more connected to yourself.
Stop distractions and stop like the addiction. Just the best way to stop eating is to just drink fresh juices.
Yeah, but what is so problematic with cooked food? To wrap it up here.
I'd say it's a distraction. It's dehydrating. It's constipating, and it just doesn't give you life or consciousness or intelligence. So you're kind of missing out all that chemistry that you need to function as a human. Yeah,
but I think the people don't really feel it only if they avoid it. If you avoid it for a certain time, and then if you only like focus on raw food for like 1 week, so fruits, vegetables, leafy greens, then you notice when you start to eat cooked food again how bad it is. But you don't know it now because you're still eating cooked food. And it's also a difference if you're 100% raw or if you like 80% raw. That's a difference. We've
discussed this. Even if you're 99% raw or 1% cooked. 1% cooked can throw you off. We've done experiments. I'm telling you from experience. It is not, you feel, the reason why we're saying this is if you want to feel and look your best, you have to do the work. You have to be committed to yourself. And instead of wasting your time looking for cooked food, you should be working yourself, stretching, yoga. What else do we do? You could do trampoline, swimming, sunbathing, infrared saunas. You could go to whatever it is you wish to do, or do some you can do like art.
Because like raw food is fast food. You can open a banana. That's fast food.
And I would say the fastest food is clean organic grapes.
Yeah, and just eat them.
You know, or just some figs, or some cherries. You can be really, really fast food, which allows you to live more and get more out of your life. So to live a golden age is not just about the food. It's about other aspects too, but you've got to make sure you're eating the right things.
And I think it's also important that you just, when you say, okay, I cannot eat so much fruit at one sitting, then just snack on it every hour. And then your blood sugar is very stable. You don't need to say, oh my God, because it's different. When you eat cooked food, it feels so different in your stomach than if you eat like raw suddenly. You won't feel that satisfied of raw food only in the beginning. Because it feels light. It doesn't feel like full, you know?
Correct. And I would say the most important thing is fresh. So you ideally want to stay away from anything you need to cook, steam, bake, boil, fry. You want to even stay away, if you can, away from frozen food. It's not optimal.
It depends. I think frozen food is like frozen berries.
It's a backup plan. I mean, like it's a backup plan, but I'm saying you can't compare fresh berries to raw. Like,
of course not, but still you can put it in a smoothie.
You can use it, but I'm saying you should.
If you want to make ice cream, come on.
Yeah, if you want to make it's okay, but I'm saying you should put your energy into. It will blow your mind when you taste something really fresh. Because example today, Letitia, today you had fresh durian versus frozen.
Wow, that's a big difference. It's a big difference from the taste, of course.
And even Letitia, we've been to the juice bar. How is it when you make at home your fresh celery juice versus what's been left in the fridge all day?
Yeah, you don't want
fresh
that.
is best.
Yeah,
fresh is best. So if you want to succeed on this lifestyle, you need to find high quality produce, and it needs to be fresh and ripe. If it's not these things, then it's not going to be good, and then you're going to blame the lifestyle. Raw food diet didn't work for me. No, you didn't do it properly.
But it's a lot of effort, and I have a lot of compassion for people who are starting. It's a lot of time you need to put in, but it's worth it.
Yes. It's very convenient to go get fast food that's junk. Yeah. Or to cook a potato. But to put the work...
it's a lot of discipline to say no to these things, because it's all around you. And maybe your family is eating bad, your friends are eating bad, and then you're the one who's like, okay, I want to make a change, I want to eat healthier. And to be on that path, it takes time.
But us now looking back to 10 years, do you regret doing the hard work?
No, of course not.
Exactly. Are you happy that you did it?
I'm healthy again, yes.
Exactly. If you didn't do it, where would you be right now?
I think sick in my bed and like confused and on medication. And
so if you're sick in your bed and confused, maybe in a few years' time you're going to be vital again. So
and you will think back on this video.
Yes. So please tune into the next podcast that we're going to do. We'll speak more about specific topics. And comment and tell us in what topics are you interested. And see you in the next episode. Thank you.